Hi everyone, back again. So today I'm going to show you the car. It's pretty much finished other than doing some settings in the motor controller. It moves and drives and as far as that goes, but I'm just trying to, I want to get it, perfect as far as that goes. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So I'll be back with you in a few seconds. So here's the car, pretty much all buttoned up as far as that goes. Here's the charge port. Nice. Auto open. That's pretty sweet. So here's the wiring in the motor. In this area I have a piece of plexiglass. Well, it's not plexiglass, it's actually poly. So that goes in here to cover the motor, and that way if I go to shows or if I go to a show and people say, so what does it take to build one, I can take and lift up the carpeting and show them the motor, all the connections, and what it takes to wire one up back here. Okay, so that's that part. Here's a charger. It's a 10 amp charger, 400 volts. I got that from Thunderstruck EV. It seems to work fine. I just charged it up. It went up and went to full charge, so I'm pretty jazzed. You have to, if you're gonna race one of these, you have to have a cutout. So what I did, and hopefully you can see this, is that I put the cutout underneath the car, and I even gotta look and see what's okay. So right there's the cutout switch to shut the pack off. So that's the cutoff switch. Okay. So we'll go from there. We'll go here. There's my dash, or my console now. So that's a three-way rocker. So you push it forward, the little green light comes on, which means it's in drive. You put it backwards, the yellow light comes on, which means reverse, and that's be caution. And that push button is for cruise control. Alright, I'm going to pull the hood release so you can see under the hood. Hopefully I can do this kind of one-handed. There we go. Oh, I'm going to put you between my legs. How's that camera holding for between my legs? Damn, I should have done this before, right? Okay, so the hood's up. So here's what we got. All the batteries hooked up. We got the 500 amp fuse here. This is the DC to DC converter out of a Chevy Volt. This is a EVCC basic CAN controller, which controls the DC to DC converter, which works great. Thank you, Thunderstruck EVs. We have that. We go over here. Here's our water pump down here for the go into the motor, cool the motor. Here's our vacuum pump and our vacuum canister. And I put an extra canister on here just to have plenty of what I need, right? And then I made it simple, so I put both relays, one for the water pump and one for the vacuum pump, right here, nice and close, because since it is a new build and stuff like that, I want things easily accessible to hook up. So that's under the hood. The wheels are going to be changed. I had to go Corvette wheels, which actually they look really nice, and I'll do a video later on the Corvette wheels and seeing the car roll and everything like that. Right now I just have Tesla wheels on it because I needed something to be able to roll it, so I just bought a set of Tesla wheels. The new wheels will be 18s in fronts and 19s in back, staggered. And there'll be 19 by 10 wheels, so I'll put like a 285 35 on the back. I might lower it more because it's setting pretty high, but it's pretty even as far as the front and back, so it doesn't look that bad, or maybe it doesn't look bad at all, I don't know. So anyway, we'll go back to the trunk for a second. So these are my three relays. Okay, this is the main contactor relay, okay, and this is my shutoff switch that I showed you under the car. So this is the 400 volts that's going to the motor, positive. That's negative. So when I turn my key on the ignition on the Mustang, this relay closes. This relay closes and takes, what do you call it, 400 volts, goes through here, goes to this side of my contactor that goes to the motor that tells the motor, hey, I have high voltage, it's okay for you to close that contactor. Okay, and then I hit the start switch, you know, just like starting a car, you hit the start switch, this contactor closes, gives me my full voltage to the motor. And that's how all that stuff worked. This is low voltage, 12 volts. I have this open because when I put the cover on it, you can still see through it. And I want to make it so people can see what's going on. I'm very careful. I have all my tools covered with heat shrink, so there's no zapping. This would be your worst zap right here, since this is 400 volts and that's negative. So if you hit a wrench taking this off or that one off, yeah, it could go bad and get very smoky, and it's really hard to get the smoke back in after you let the smoke out of the electronics. So that's what I got there. I also have my charge light right here in the window, so I can open up my garage door and look in here and see how it's charging when I'm charging it. So anyway, so that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to show you that the car is ready. I have pulled it in and out of the garage and stuff because I had to wash it because it looked like hell. But other than that, we're looking good. So here's a shot with the plexiglass in. Alright, so I can go to a show and open it up and nobody can get their fingers in there. This is the reset button. This is a crash button up here in case you have a crash, and I put a little hole in it to be able to turn it on and off. And I'm a little off there, but you know what? It is what it is. So anyway, so that's plexiglass. So now I'm taking, I'll put the carpeting in and stuff so you can see how it looks with the carpeting in. Looks pretty much stock except for the charger over here. So let's do that. So here's a shot with the carpeting in. Like I said, it looks pretty much stock. So I can still got my trunk I can use for stuff. So I'm pretty jazzed. It turned out really nice, man, I think, you know, but of course I'm partial to the thoughts. So there you go. There's the back. There's number 4 part 5 is on. This will be part 6 I'm going to put up today for you, but we're ready to go. And like I said, just getting the perimeters right for the motor and stuff like that, getting that set, and we'll be driving it. All right, again, thank you for watching. It's been a fun project, went pretty quick, and alrighty, have a great day, great night, great weekend, whatever you're doing, have a great time. And hopefully this motivates somebody to build an electric car, because you know it's time consuming, but it's not that hard and it's fun. All right.